This is Hari Izmi Mazali, and together with Dr. Saiful Anwar, we are going to supervise you for this course, SEMV 3512, Automotive Engineering Design 1. Okay, for your information, you are actually the first batch to do this course after a very long time. Your immediate senior, they are doing automotive engineering design only, no 1 and 2, just a single course. But for your case, you will have to take two courses for automotive engineering design. Automotive engineering design 1, which you will take in this semester, and then automotive engineering design 2, which you will take in the next semester. Okay, and that means as a comparison, your senior, they have in total of 3 credit for automotive engineering design, and for you, you have automotive engineering design 1 with 2 credits plus automotive engineering design 2 with 3 credits. That means total you have 5 credits. That means in terms of the works that need to be done, yours should be significantly more lah as compared to your senior. Okay. Another thing is your automotive engineering design, usually for your senior, the previous batch, they have to take it in their final semester in the final year. But in your case, you take it now at your third semester. That's why you have 3, 3, 5, 1, 2. 3 indicates the semester number. Because of that, you have some challenges. Okay, why I say so? Because actually for doing automotive engineering design course effectively, year. Third year, as compared to your senior in 4th year. Okay, that means it's quite challenging lah for your case, because okay, I think I try to open this one. Sorry, master engineering UTM, because when you take a look at this information regarding your course, okay, you can download this one in the UTM website, suppose, right? You can see that, where is the list of the course? Wait. Okay. Right. Okay. These are, you can see that this is elective course. Elective courses, you have 4. That means you only take these courses in 4th year. Actually, for the automotive engineering design, you need to have, or you need to understand this topic in order for you to apply in the automotive engineering design. But then, in your case, is now the opposite. You can see that the where is it? The automotive engineering design 2 is in the 4th semester, where you have vehicle dynamic. Also, in the 4th semester, 4th year, vehicle dynamic 4th year, and also the elective in 4th year. The elective mean this one. These 3, you have to take 1, plus the vehicle dynamic, you only learn it next year or next semester. Then the automotive engineering design somehow is put in your 3rd year. Okay, so it's quite challenging lah, to be honest, for me as well, because this is our first time and somehow the schedule in terms of the year is arranged like that. Okay, so that means I hope you can put some extra effort to learn the related system for the automotive, and I will try my best to help you with the automotive system lah and the related analysis that we have to do on the system. Okay, so now we go to the course information. Okay, you can read this one. I will upload it later. I think in our e-learning. Okay, make sure you you join the correct course SAMV 3512. Okay, you can read this one. Basically, for this course, the output is that you have to design. Basically, you will have to work in a group, separate people assigned to a separate automotive system, and then you have to integrate all of the system into a single design of a car. Okay, so that means the the final output of this course is a complete design of a car, something like a car lah. Okay, and then you can read this one. Okay, you can see that in terms of the assessment, we don't have any exam or test. We have only assignment. Basically, we have only assignment and report. Okay, the project implementation will be marked based on your report and also some other based on your works lah during the project. So that means, in short, this course is actually a project-based learning. You will be given a project, you have to complete the project and write a report, and that's it. Write the report and then do some presentation during the project as well as at the end of the project, and then that's it. Okay. So basically, uh, no exam, but then still lot of works to do. You have to keep on doing the work continuously throughout the semester. Okay, that's the challenge, and I think that is quite it's actually a good thing for you, because later on when you work as an engineer, you will definitely involve in some kind of a project. So that means with this course, you can have some exposure to the actual environment or actual working environment as an engineer. Okay, if you have question, you can straight away ask. Check. Okay, you can either ask straight away or you can write it down in this uh, chat box. And okay, I think you can see my screen, right? I think no one raised the issue, so I suppose you can see my screen. Okay, so now these are the contents lah for our course. Okay, again, as compared to your senior, their code is SK. This one is an error. It's not SKMK. It's actually SEMV. Okay, as compared to your senior, if you can see their CI or their course outline, is pretty much the same as yours here. Okay. So that means last time your senior have to come up with a prototype also in this semester. But in your case, you have to build, meaning you have to fabricate your design in the next semester in the design 2. So that means design 1, this one, you have to do conceptualization, analyze, and finalize the design, and then do the report. Okay, and then next semester for design 2, you continue the work, do some optimization, and fabricate your prototype, and then we test it. Okay. All right. based on the latest aims that I have here, we have 30 students. Okay, this one is the latest one lah. I'm not sure. Uh, in the near term, I suppose maybe there will be some changes lah. Right. So, any question regarding the course outline first, the course information?
No, no, sir.
No.
Look, sir, for the group assignment, how many people per group? How do group?
Okay. How many people per group? I will come to that later shortly.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. Regarding the project description and the group distribution, I will come to that later. But before that, do you have question regarding this course outline first? If you don't have, then I will go straight to that topic. Okay. So, sekejap. Alright. So, no question. Again, later on, if you have question, you can always contact me lah in WhatsApp or during class. Okay, before I forgot, we actually have our classes today and on Sunday, right? Okay, on Sunday, the class is 3 hours, and for that, it will be handled by Dr. Saiful. He will basically prepare the online class for you to attend on that day lah, right? And he will cover the topic of basically the application, because you are doing a design. When we have a design, we cannot, okay, at the current situation, we cannot run away from the mechatronics part. So actually, the Dr. Saiful will handle the mechatronic parts, meaning how you can run a motor, do programming on the Arduino and so on. We know you have already learned it in mechatronic, but now we want basically to provide a chance for you to learn it further lah, and then to apply it for our automotive design. Okay, so now we go to the project description. Alright, this is basically the project description. Actually, the same project as your senior. This one is the older code, apply only to your senior, and yours is this one. And then the name is Automotive Design 1. But the project is the same. Okay, so the project is this one. I call it a portable recreational car. Okay, so what does it mean? It's actually, I want you to design a go-kart, an electric go-kart, something like this. But it has to be portable. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, you can basically read the background. It's a go-kart which I can drive it anywhere I want, in the park, for example, even on the road. That means it has to certain extent meet JPG requirement for homologation. Okay, and it has to be portable. Okay, this one is very important. Portability. It means that at the moment, what I can see is that the go-kart, it is very difficult. Generally it's very difficult to transport it anywhere. Meaning, if I have a car, a normal car, if the go-kart is portable enough, so I can somehow flip it and put it in the car's boot, and then drive to park, and then take it out, assemble it back in a very short time, and then drive it. That is the meaning of the portability that I have in my mind. So you have to design that thing. If we can design it properly, maybe we can sell it if you want to. Okay, so that is the project. Okay, again, I will share with you later lah the slide. Okay, then the objective lah is basically to design, and your case to design and to develop. Why? Because I suppose the pandemic should be over lah by the end of this semester. So I assume next semester we should be able to do face-to-face class. That means we can have a hands-on activities to produce the prototype of your design. So that's why it is a design and development. Development meaning we basically produce a prototype. Okay, and this one to design, develop, blah blah blah, which is the same thing, and can be transported in a regular size car trunk. Okay, so that is what I want. How portable is portable? Okay, I want your car, your go-kart, when we flip it, when we lipat it and disassemble it, we can put it in a box, in something like a box with this size. Then we take this box into the car trunk. That is what I had in my mind lah. Okay. And in general, these are the scope, or this is the scope. Because it's a design course, you have to do a design, CAD model. You can use whatever software CAD. I have no problem. You can use SolidWorks or Unigraphic, whatever. AutoCAD ke, apa lagi? Katia ke, apa-apalah. Alright, and then we have to do engineering analysis. I just put it here, engineering analysis, in a very general way, because for different system, we might have to do different type of engineering analysis, but still we have to analyze it. So in general, we have to do engineering analysis. Depending on the system, we might apply different analysis. Then simulation, report writing, obviously, and prototype development. But then the prototype development will be conducted during next semester. So actually your work until this one lah. But we have to prepare the design to make it ready for prototype development. Okay. So far okay regarding the project description.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I know it's quite, I would say it's quite tough lah, the design, but it's okay lah. We try to do our best. Doesn't mean we really have to make it make it the best in everything. We just have to do the best lah, the best that we could. Okay. So yeah. So now the team. Okay. It's a teamwork, as I've mentioned earlier, and you will be divided into big group with a 15 student in one big group. Big group is a BG, I name it here. Okay, for one big group, have to produce one go-kart. Okay, that means 15 students will have to work together to come up with one go-kart. 15 students. Okay, the go-kart is something like this lah. I think only one person lah. One person can drive the go-kart. So it should be okay lah to make it portable. It's logical. That means for one car here, 15 person or 15 students will be responsible to develop it. Okay. And then in one big group, in one BG, you will have a further 5 SG. 5 SG means 5 small groups. Okay. So that each of the SG will focus on individual automotive system only. Okay. That means you have divided the 15 into 5 small group. That means one small group will have 3 students. That means 3 students will have to design individual automotive system, because in the car we have a lot of automotive system, a lot of mechanical system, and to design it, I assign 3 students to do different system lah. Eventually, you will have to integrate all of the system. Basically, we can say eventually we will have 5 system, and then we have to integrate it so that we get one go-kart. Something like that. Alright. Okay, in terms of the assignment and the report, for each SG, for each small group, you will have to do one assignment and one final report. That means a report for each SG. Okay. So in short, one report for every 3 students. Right. And lastly is what? Right. Lastly is just integration lah. So as I mentioned earlier lah. So the 3 students working together to design and develop one automotive system and then integrate with the other system developed by the other small groups to become one prototype of a car. Okay, hope it's clear. Alright, so now what are the systems? Okay, I divided it into 5 different systems. Okay, so you have these 5 systems. One SG for one system. SG1, for example, SG2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you can see that we have vehicle system integration, meaning basically the group of 3 students has to plan how you want to integrate the system into a car, and then how can we test it, and so on. So that falls under this category. And then you have vehicle structure and safety. So another 3 students have to design a proper vehicle structure to support everything, the driver, the engine, the motor, battery, and so on, and meet certain safety requirement. Okay, in this case, the safety, we are not expecting you to do crash test. Safety is here, you have to design safety element in your car to make sure that the driver can drive it safely lah. Meaning the seat belt ke, the how the driver can enter and go out from the car safely, and how can the other people work or maintain the car safely. So those are the safety element that you have to consider during the design. It's not crash test lah. Okay. And then we have another 3 students to focus on powertrain and its monitoring system. Okay, powertrain means here a system that provide the power to move the car. So that means powertrain, you have electric motor, and then a connection between the electric motor to the wheels to move it. Okay, and then you also have to integrate it with a controller so that you can control the speed of the motor. Eventually means control the speed of the car. Monitoring system is basically speedometer lah. That means whenever the car is moving, you can provide the info related to the vehicle speed to the driver. And you also have to take into account the battery, how you want to connect the battery to the electric motor to move the car. Okay, 3 students. I think should be fine lah. You can work together. Okay. Right, and then right hand handling. Right hand handling is actually, in this case, is a suspension design. How you want to design a suspension that is good enough for this car lah. It has to have a suspension so that you can drive it even on a uneven roads lah. Okay, the road is generally is uneven, so we have to take into account that factor. That means the suspension has to be properly designed as well. Okay, and then lastly, steering system. Okay, this one, how you want to steer the car. So you have to design, 3 students here, design a steering system so that you can basically control the angle of the front wheel to basically negotiate a turning. And maneuvering system is actually something like a front sensor lah. As well, if you think is required, the rear sensor as well. Okay. Kamu masuk atau pada long term. Okay, right. So these are the further description of the project. Can read it here. Is basically whatever I have explained earlier lah. Alright. So these are the scope that you need to do in this case. And as I mentioned already earlier, you will have to use a lot of software lah in this case. You have to use SolidWorks or Unigraphic and so on, basically CAD software. And also you have to use MATLAB Simulink to basically do programming related to Arduino as well as the mechatronic, because we have a lot of a lot of electrical system that we need to integrate in our car. Okay. So this is the SG1, vehicle system integration. This one, vehicle structure and safety, the SG2. And this basically the explanation for the powertrain monitoring system. Okay, these are the steering system, maneuvering, and lastly right handling. So again, one system, this one, 3 students. For here, 3 students as well. 3 students, 3 and 3. So you have 15. Based on the student list I have here in AIMS, you can see that we have at the moment 30 students. So looks like we have to produce 2 cars to go lah, electric car. Very small electric car, and it has to be portable. It has to be portable because that is the, I would say, a unique selling point lah for us in case we want to sell it. Okay. Any question?
Sir, do we have to refer any rubrics?
Apa? Rubric? Rubrics for what?
For this project, is there any rubrics?
We have a rubric for the report because we use the rubric lah basically to mark your report. I will share with you later lah once we are ready, once we are in the middle of the semester, meaning when you are already beginning to do report, then I will share with you the rubrics. What are the focus area that we need to put our focus on to make sure that the report is good. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Anything else?
Sir.
Mana satu dulu?
Fahim dulu.
Okay, tak apa. Okay.
Okay, I noticed that there is a few prototypes available. There is a few prototypes seen in the automotive lab. Could we use that as a reference as well?
Yes, you can. Even if you are already in the campus, you can always visit lab lah in order for you to get the idea. No problem.
Okay.
But then we have to arrange lah because we have 30 students. So because of the SOP and so on, maybe we have, or maybe you have to inform me earlier lah. But actually that is the point. I would prefer if you can spend as much time as possible in the lab so that you can see and get the idea on the system itself. It's actually actually I encourage you to visit the lab frequently for this course. Okay, anything else? Tadi siapa?
Sorry. Okay, for the software. Okay. Saya cakap tadi tak kisah software apa, SolidWorks ke apa kan.
Kalau yang apa tu, yang CAD, for me I don't mind lah, mana-mana yang kamu comfortable.
But then dekat ada dua soalan. Satu, the first one is like in the course outline, saya tengok tadi memang just the SolidWorks je. And then second, bila let's say kalau a few groups pakai pakai software biasa, software yang lain, isn't it gonna be a bit difficult kalau kita nak compilekan semua nanti in an assembly.
Okay, then you have to take that into account lah. You mean in your group of 15 student, ada student using different software. Maknanya ada yang
yes,
SG1 pakai SolidWorks, SG2 pakai Unigraphic macam tu lah. Betul?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have to basically do arrangement lah. Actually, even if you use different software in terms of the CAD lah, even if you use different software, you can actually macam mana? You can actually the file are actually interchangeable lah. Just that you need to know how. You have to make sure that the file you save is in the correct format, so that even if you design in the Unigraphic, for example, then you can integrate it or you can assemble it in the SolidWorks as well. It's actually no problem. It's just that we have to know the process. Okay.
And also,
So it's actually no problem lah. Cumanya kena belajar sikit lah macam mana kita nak integrate kan tu.
faham. And
Okay.
also lastly untuk big group 1, is there saya recommend like ada macam satu team leader untuk the big group lah. Essentially untuk 15 orang tu kena ada satu team leader ke ataupun just
Okay. Actually, I think I need a leader lah for each of the 15 students tu lah. Normally we have leaders lah. Last time we have leaders for every groups. So you also need to basically discuss among you and decide who want to be leader. Because in every organization normally we will have a leader lah, so that we can communicate better. Right. But then it's up to you lah who you want to select as a leader.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, actually in terms of the group, my intention is that among the 15 students, the only thing that I want is that you have to divide yourself into the 5 smaller groups. Itu je yang saya nak. Maknanya I want 3 students to be assigned. I want every 3 students to be assigned to different system. Okay, how you arrange your group? For me, I will give you some independency lah. It's up to you. How you want to arrange it. You nak ada leader ke dekat setiap 3 orang tu pun, I don't mind. As long as the 5 system eventually at the end of the semester can be developed successfully and then integrated successfully, I'm okay with it. As long as the target is achieved, macam mana kamu nak organize your group, saya hanya pantau dari jauh je. Macam tu. Nanti kalau saya dengan Dr. Saipul mungkin notice ada problem, then we will let you know. But we will always give suggestion lah. Okay, alright.
And in terms of, let's say, if we need help in terms of design ideas ke apa, we can still refer to saya kan and Dr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How should I say it? Okay, what we expect you to do some study lah ataupun learning a bit on the system that you have to design, and then you try to solve some of the design issues. If you have problem, you can always contact us. Then we will try to help you lah. But I don't think we will give you solution directly lah. We would discuss what are or how can you solve it. So eventually, it's basically we would trigger your what
learning
lebih kurang
capabilities.
macam kita akan saya hanya akan guide lah kalau macam I will ask you the correct question so that you can find the answer on your own lah. We will help you something like that. So don't expect us to give you straight answer lah. We will help you for you to find the answer on your own. Basically that is the objective lah. We try our best to do that lah. Tapi kalau macam susah sangat, then kita tengoklah macam mana. But if you have any issues regarding the design, you are always welcome lah to ask us lah. No problem.
Alright,
Okay.
betul. So,
Ada lagi? Tak ada dah yang kamu.
yang saya,
Okay,
tak ada dah.
but that means for this course, the initiative mostly will come from you lah. We will only be supervising you and guide you, and maybe share some of our experience with you lah, so that you can complete the project mostly on your own. Okay. Right. What else? Basically, the contents that I want you to know, I have already told you just now, the course outline and also the project description. Okay, but maybe I think Dr. Saiful is here. Maybe you want to add, Dr. Saiful?
Yes, thank you Dr. Izhari. So kita ada international student ke dalam ni?
I think we have two, but I'm not sure they are here.
So do we have international students right now in this session? No.
I think Amir is an
Okay.
international student, right?
Okay, since that there are one international students, so I'm going to converse in English. So basically, there's one of your friend asking about the software. So basically, we're the type of software that we are going to use in this subject. I'm going to use more on MATLAB Simulink, and for the CAD software, I'm going to show you example of design using SolidWorks. So okay, for the SolidWorks, please make sure that everybody is using. I'm not sure because currently I'm having SolidWorks 2013. 2019 I don't have the version, but if you can, maybe I would prefer to have SolidWorks version, which has the SolidWorks motion analysis. Okay. Maybe 2013. So we need to I'm having SolidWorks 2013. So to play safe, I think you better have the same version also. But if you're using advanced version other than 2013, then I'm not be able to advise you on your work. So and even and if you pass me the files, I still cannot open it. So please, like in my laptop right now, I'm having 2013 SolidWorks. And then for MATLAB, I'm using version 2000. Sorry. For MATLAB, I'm using. Hold on, let me check. (2028). Okay, 2028. If you're using 2021 or using 2020B, and then I cannot open your file. Okay, so please make sure for MATLAB. Yeah, I would I would like all of you to have the same version that I have in my laptop, so that this one going to ease you, and also going to ease me when I want to open your files. Okay, and then for the start, so please have MATLAB Simulink installed in your laptop first or in your desktop. So because we're going to start on how to use the MATLAB Simulink starting next week. Okay. Any question?
So doctor, let me repeat that. Is it SolidWorks 2013?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please make sure that you also install the SolidWorks motion analysis up to the SolidWorks motion analysis, because in SolidWorks for the motion there are three category: animation, basic motion, and motion analysis. Okay, I want you to install up to the motion analysis, not only up to basic motion, because basic motion we cannot do the we cannot do the stress analysis based on the dynamic load from the model. Okay, any other question? question? Okay. Dr. Zari.
Okay. So basically again regarding the MATLAB simulating and so on will be covered by Dr. Saiful. That means during the lecture time, I will guide you on the engineering design process. So basically how can we organize the designing process systematically. That is the point of this course lah. To basically expose to you the systematic design process that we practice in engineering. Okay, so I will cover it during the lecture, which is on today lah, makna Tuesday lah. So Thursday. So next Thursday lah. We'll start on that. But the tutorial on the MATLAB, I suppose, will start on Sunday lah, the 3-hour session. Okay, so I think we will arrange you into your groups of 15 students, and then within that group, you can organize on your own lah, to divide yourself into 5 smaller groups. Okay, I think is it clear? I think it's clear code for today. The most important thing is that you know, basically lah, you know the outline of the course and also the project description, so you can start doing some readings regarding the automotive system that you have in the car lah. Again, you are always welcome lah to go to the lab. Are you all already in UTM, or some of you already in UTM? Ada yang dah dekat kampus ke?
Kat rumah lagi sir.
Kat rumah lagi Okay.
Tapi plan balik UTM lepas saya, insyaAllah.
Okay. So it would be good lah if you can apply to enter the campus, especially for this course lah. Alright. So if no further question, I think that's it for today. So I think what else have fun lah in the course. It's actually more student oriented. You basically have to do the project. It's not easy, but it is achievable. We will help you. Alright. So thank you very much for your time. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay.
Salam, sir.
Salam sir.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Rota.
Okay, thank you.